Comadso is a company that simplifies the comparison of insurance products. At the same time, it provides insurers and brokers with access to daily updated insurance product information, based mainly on terms and conditions across the industry. Today, they will present this daily updated cloud-based comparison tool and show how their data can be used in actual sales conversations. Next on stage, Comadso.
Good morning. My name is Joanna Malinowska and I'm a country manager of Comadso Poland. And together with me on stage there's Rosa and Raquel, our managers from entity in Spain, and also Dave, our country manager of Comadso, the Netherlands. And together with our colleagues in Scandinavia, we embrace more than 120 million potential insurance customers. And despite all the countries having different insurance companies, different legal systems, and different insurance awareness among the consumers, there's one thing all insurance companies struggle with. Every customer wants the cheapest price for the widest scope possible. So what actually happens when the customer buys an insurance? They read the headlines saying theft, water, fire, and they think it's the same product. So what do? They buy the cheapest policy they can get on the market without knowing actual differences between the products, which are in exclusions, definitions, etc. So it is impossible for an agent to defend their product if they're not the cheapest. And this is where Comadso comes in. With daily updated data, we have created a tool that allows an agent to sell their product based on quality and not the price. Fueled by knowledge and experience of the best insurance specialists in the market, we have analyzed and sorted thousands of small details of the insurance products. Our technology pre-filters all this data and only showing you advantages that are important for the client. What we will show you today is a short example of how the system works while actual sales conversation. You're going to witness a scenario when I'm an agent using Comadso from imaginary company Shield Insurance, and Raquel is the client who wants to buy some insurance. Please pay attention to how dynamically the system adapts when I'm forced to change my approach towards the customer. So let's begin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I like to get an offer for car, home, house, and health insurance. But I don't have much time because I need to pick up my son from school who is going to a soccer practice. I already have an offer from my current provider, but I want to know if I can get a cheaper price with you.
Okay, I'll do my best to give you the best price possible. But before we go to a price, I would like to talk to you about actual content of the insurance products and show you some areas I can give you a better coverage. Does this sound good to you?
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, but first, can you tell me who's your current provider?
Why not? It's competitor too.
The first thing I need to know is who am I competing with. So when I choose the competitor and click the products Raquel has mentioned, you will see some boxes appear. See these filters, these boxes in a blue background? The system pre-checked all the database and is only showing me the areas I know I have an advantage against competitor 2. In this way, I will not ask questions to areas I don't have an advantage. Raquel, I'll do it as fast as I can so that you can pick your son from school without being late. And how old is he?
My only son is 10 years old.
And how is he normally getting from school to soccer practice?
I drive him in my car.
Oh, so I guess you're pretty dependent on having a working car, right?
Yes, very.
See, I only ask my client this question because the system is telling me, Comadso is telling me that I have an advantage in the area of everyday use of a car. Whenever I get a confirmation from Raquel, I can click the box and see my specific advantage. That reflects the fact that Raquel is using her car every day. Raquel, imagine your car got stolen next week. Would you then expect your current provider to give you a replacement car?
Yes, of course, but oh, sorry, I forgot. I was insured in competitor 2, but I switched to competitor 3.
Yes, this happens. But luckily, the only thing I need to do now is switch the provider here. And now, as you can see, I have totally different areas because the system adjusted itself to a new situation. And I no longer see an area of everyday use of a car, but instead, I'm now guided towards another direction. Okay, Raquel, no problem. You mentioned your son is playing soccer, and has he ever been injured?
Not yet, but he's been close a couple of times.
So I'm now trying to navigate my conversation in this direction because I could see the area of playing sports. So whenever I click playing sports, I can see my new sales argument I can build my pitch on. Moreover, when I point my cursor on the icon, I can see some text that can help me start talking about this particular advantage. Yes, there's always a risk of being injured when playing soccer. If one day he got unlucky and had a bad injury, how would you then expect your current provider to cover?
I expect them to cover everything.
So if he had to go to a physiotherapist twice a week for 2 months, would you then expect them to pay for that?
Yes, that's what insurance is for, right?
Yes, I agree. But unfortunately, I need to tell you that your current provider is only covering 50% of the cost. What do you think about that?
If that was the case, I'd be very disappointed.
So if I could guarantee a full payment, full compensation for an injury like this, would you then consider switching providers and become my client today?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, in real sales conversation, I might need some more arguments to convince Raquel. But here they are. Here I have 12 directions. I can take my conversation, and I know I will win in all 12 cases, since there will always be an argument in my advantage behind the filter.
And with this simple example, we have showed some of the things Comadso can do. It adjusts to every single sales conversation based on your customer profile. In seconds, you can navigate the dialogue towards the area where you are strong, and the data in the system can also be integrated through API for internal systems as well as online sales.
And if you would like to see how the system works, come to our booth, where you can get a presentation or a demo. Thank you very much for your attention.